Hey, welcome to another episode. Last week we talked about some common reasons why so many people struggle with weight. Unhealthy eating habits, lack of physical activity, inconsistent dieting, emotional eating, and even metabolic imbalances. If you missed it, make sure you check out that video. Now, what we talked about is what we were doing moving forward. So today, Leah and I are going to share our personal stories of what led us to our next step. All right, we're going to cover some key points. So I would like to say welcome. Thank you guys for joining. I am Giselle G. Brown, Coach Brown, and this is Leah. And today we're going to dive into what led us to take the next big step in this weight loss journey. All right. So before we go any further, Leah, are you going to share your personal story and what led you? Go right ahead.
Yes, hi, I'm Leah at Leah Janae. And so my personal story, my largest weight was 305. I was a
Wait,
size
don't forget I got
22.
those. Hold on. I remember. I forgot we did that. Yeah, we
Yes,
passed that.
yes.
Go ahead.
And so I guess the struggles that I faced considering surgery, just being overweight, being tired. I guess my thing was I would go take me and my son to get something sweet. And that would be like our out instead of us outside playing or doing something together. And I would just sit on the couch or sit in the bed, play ball with him. But I was just sitting there like a couch potato, literally. And so those were my main struggles, just being tired and just overweight. And then I did notice, seemed like when I would get out the bed, my feet would be hurt. And I have to take a few steps. They'll not be, it'll be tingling, just hurting. I have to take a few steps to like warm them up before I could just walk normally. But those were the only limitations, just a lack of energy. Until I had something sweet, then you'll get that boost of energy. And I was even drinking like the Crystal Light energy packs to give
Hmm.
me that boost. But besides that, and then I didn't even know I looked as big as what I was. I would see myself in the mirror thinking I'm looking stomach small, butt big. And I ain't got no big butt, but just way smaller. Then when somebody is sitting, I see a picture of me. I'm like, that don't look, that's not me. It's me, but it don't, my body don't look like that. My head is small, my body big. And I was like, this can't be. So I think I've always had good self-esteem, but I think over time, close to when I was about to have surgery, that may have played with it because then I kind of started dodging the cameras, not wanting to take pictures. And I've never been afraid of the camera until I seen the picture. That was a different story. But yeah, so G, what you think about that?
Girl, you hit on some points. Let me show mine. Hold on, let me show mine. Uh So this is me going all the way across. Big up here at the top, 48 years old, in 2013. So I had a roller coaster ride going. And it's so funny because you just said a couple of things that made me think about this. At my heaviest, I was 260 pounds. That's at my heaviest. And we were doing a photo shoot, my husband and I. And after the photo shoot, the some other people had taken pictures and stuff, and they gave us, text us over some copies. And for me, I was like, oh, somebody had on the same outfit I had on. I don't recall seeing them, and so, and my husband kind of looked, and I'm like, oh, is that what y'all see when y'all see me? Because I promise when I look in the mirror or if I look down, I look nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like that at all. And the yo-yo dieting. And my hat's off to the sisters that come on and say things like, I'm sick and tired of sick and tired. And then, they got their phone up, they out on a walk. I'm out here doing it. And unfortunately I say to myself, okay, well, we know we ain't gonna see that post in about 2 weeks. because you're gonna finally make it through that first week, and if you do, you're gonna do a congratulatory post to yourself, openly, y'all made it through the first week, and then it kind of drops off from there.
Mhm.
Don't worry, we've all done it. This is no shaming to anyone. Unfortunately, with this, it is I we've embraced big girl magic.
Yep.
Because I'm like you. Well, see, I ain't shy from a camera. I didn't. I just learned how to slightly turn, drop the arm, lean forward,
That's
slim the
cool.
neck, slim the neck, kind of go, oh, yeah, I just learned how to do that. Or, heaven forbid, we in a group picture and put my arm around you or arm around you and make sure enough of y'all come up where I look like I'm this size, when half of me back here behind us. Girl, you learn how to do all of that stuff,
Mhm.
all of it. And then I also say, for me, just wanting to be smaller. Then I got to the point, because you said your feet. That was my biggest thing, because I didn't have a lot of issues. Except I was just big. Blood
Mhm.
pressure was fine, all of that. It was just being big. Um, and I wanted to be smaller. My husband never complained. We found strategic ways to be intimate
Mhm.
together, because his belly was growing along with me.
Mhm.
And, we're out celebrating at a restaurant together, not understand it's the food that's harming us the most. Um, and so I don't know about you, but I got sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Mhm.
All right. So what did you do at your sick and tired of being sick and tired? What did you do?
Well, I ended up having weight loss surgery. I had the gastric sleeve, and I thought that was the magic pill. Yes. So since I'm trying,
What led you up to that?
what led me up to it? Just I would say I've tried numerous of diets. I've tried the slim fast, the green smoothie, intermittent fasting. I've even tried keto. Like I said, I've even tried the diet. I'm not gonna be on no diet. I'ma just do it, and intuitively I wouldn't want the sugar or the stuff, but that didn't work because I ate more and more. I've tried exercise like the 5K. It's the couch potato 5K. Just getting a gym membership at the beginning of the year. I've even tried Weight Watchers. I've tried all of it, and nothing was sustainable for me. Dance classes, everything. So I went to the doctor, and I guess too, with that being said, they make you go through a little
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, what happened?
surgery. I would say it never had surgery on my mind because so when you decide to have weight loss surgery, you can't gain from your initial weigh in. So what I did a few days before, I just overate junk food, whatever I wanted, I binged,
Mm-hmm.
and so that I should have already known this ain't gonna work. But and I had two cousins that I've had. One had the bypass, and one had the sleeve, and they look good, look healthy. They're much older than me, and they look like they living their best life. So that's what made me want to have surgery to be a better mom, to be more active and fit. I was young. Who wouldn't want to be, fit and active and not tired? So yes. So you what about you?
That desire to that hold on. That that desire to be smaller. That's what it was. Because keep in mind, I said, you know what? There were things happening that were really uncomfortable for me. And so, like I said, I don't care how much we holler about big girl magic. You
Mhm.
can't cross your legs. The sweat accumulation in certain spots, that no matter what. Or you look at an outfit and certain things, them thighs rubbing together, and then them little balls that beat up in the material. Or worse than that, your thighs then rub a hole in the material, and they your favorite pair of pants. Doggone it, has that not happened? Come on, I'm just
Yeah.
telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. And so I ended up, after trying so many other different things, um, I went I talked to Frederick about gastric, and he's like, I ain't finna tell you to do that. If that's something you want to do, then that'll be on you. But I'm not finna tell you to do that.
Yeah.
And I said, no, well, get the information on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I first checked, they weren't doing the sleeve. So
Mm-hmm.
one of my questions was, well, why y'all just can't, like, what happened to staple the stomach? I remember that people said had my stomach staple. What happened with that? And they were telling, like, the staples pop. That's not something that they do. I said, well, I'm sorry, but there's something unnatural about cutting my intestines, because I understand how important them intestines are, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then rerouting them. And I know you can't get uh, waste sewage back over in you.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I don't want to cut my intestines. So I didn't do it. I didn't get smaller either. Um, there was a lot going on in life. I won't go down that road, but I felt that I'm sick and tired of trying a diet. I just want to be able to eat what I want. And if I reduce the size of my stomach, I can't get it in there. So I can still have these different
Mm-hmm.
things and be smaller. So that means when you see that one person talking about they got a high metabolism or whatever, when you turn around and see them and they are smaller and they eating ice cream, and every time you turn around, they eating the wrong thing, and they like a stick person. What? So I felt that that was the way for me that I can become the stick person, because I'm just gonna, for me, I just needed to have a smaller stomach. And that was going to answer all of my issues. Well, what ended up going on with that one was um, I went back, and they have those people across the front that had the surgery before, and they are talking about make sure you eat your protein first. They telling you different things, and all the fat people sitting on this side, and then we looking at the skinny people up there, and all we want to do is just be in that line over there,
Yes.
not understanding the harm that you're getting ready to cause your body, not understanding what's going to take place after that. Because I showed you guys some before pictures, baby. I had surgery on all of them. Only one of them looked like uh the surgery worked, and then look at all the rest of them. Right. All right, so I'm gonna talk about that next, but Leah, you go ahead and give me some what was happening during and after your surgery.
Okay, and I was gonna say too. Previously, we was talking about them thighs. My fear was when I would go to a barbecue, they got them plastic chairs. Like, baby, I'm not gonna sit in them because if I sit, it may break, and then you try to ease down. Those was my enemies. But for the surgery, my state of mind, I was excited. This is the ticket. Mom was like, "Oh, you kind of like a celebrity. They running the test, you getting the special treatment." I thought it was it after the surgery. I was gonna be slim and trim, and it was just gonna be rain and go, but that did not happen. The day of surgery, I was excited. Even my uncle mentioned it. Didn't nobody know in my family that I was having surgery besides my mom and my brother and sister that was living in the house. But my uncle was like, "Oh, something's different about you." I was just at peace because I knew I was about to have this surgery. And so my recovery surgery went good. Recovery was good. Um, I had mine December the 6th, 2019. And so Christmas came right after. And like I say, you have some surgery on your body, but you don't have it on your mind. And so the day before Christmas, my mom made a ham and all the fixings. And I think I was at that time where you can eat like scrambled eggs, something soft. And so I took a piece of that ham and tried to chew it up, and oh, it just hurt. So that was the only challenge I had. It wasn't even time for me to be eating no ham, but that's what I wanted. I would say just life adjustments, learning how to eat smaller. They did say eat your protein first, then your starch. No, then your veggies, then your starch, and you couldn't fit all of it down. And then drinking them protein shakes after a few days, those was
That's
nasty.
full of sugar.
Especially
Mhm.
for me, those was nasty. It's like, really, I'm supposed to live on this? That wasn't good. Eating on smaller plates, but like you mentioned, after so long, you start sneaking in the cookies and the ice cream little by little, and then that just becomes your new norm. Like, oh, I could do this, and then the scale not changing, you still losing, so you think you winning, but that wasn't the case at all. So, G, can you share your story and
Yeah.
your before and what made you decide to have the surgery?
Yeah. So my I went on and decided to have the surgery, and had the surgery, and I kept it a secret. As a matter of fact, my mother passed away not knowing that I had this surgery. Yep. I People saw me. I started losing, weight, but not too many people like asked me anything in regards to. They really, really didn't. Why? Because I didn't gain weight, lost weight, gain weight, lost weight. So me being on on a going down, that was no big deal. That was my life prior to any of them. Um And then when I started, because the smallest I ended up is 164 pounds, and that was on my 50th birthday. So I had this surgery 11 years ago, in 20 April of 2013. I had the sleeve 11 years ago, and on my 50th birthday, I weighed 164 pounds. And on my 50th birthday in one day, I probably weighed 165. And then the next day I weighed 166. And the next day 167. And it's been going back up ever since. And then you look at it and it's like, oh Lord, don't let me be over 200 pounds, please. And you get on and it's like, whew, even if it said 199, whew, okay, you got to do something. You got to do something. You just can't let you head it back there. Yeah, because surgery didn't work as well. It really, really didn't. And then I was foolish by looking at the doctor before they put the gas on me. I said, because they come in and say, we stick this tube down, and then that's what forms your stomach. And the tube is about yay big, and we cut it, and then this is where we stitch up and then pull the excess stomach out. Well, I don't even like them to pull my teeth. So, what made me think that removing part of my stomach as if I didn't need it? I'm actually a little ticked off at myself. No, really, I've had root canals. I've had baby, I'm yet holding on to my teeth because God gave them to me. And so I need them. Uh, when I was having fibroids and all this other stuff, and they like, listen, you have endometriosis, you got a cyst, just take the cyst. Well, it's something that's causing it. Okay, you can have one of them. Yeah, I had 3 surgeries, just not trying to give up body parts. So what made me think that it was okay? Because let me tell you what they took out of me. They took out the nerve that tells me, silly, it's time for you to eat.
Yeah.
So that means I don't get a hunger pain, right? And then I don't get a full sensation. I get you better not take another bite. I think that's coming back up. That type of sensation. Because one of the things that I talk about is I like to eat until I'm just satisfied. Okay. I would keel over if I ate to that point because I have this little stomach that I ended up saying before they put me under. Okay, well, that's supposed to be the size. You might want to make mine like that because I ain't coming back again. I asked them to make it even smaller
Yeah.
because I'm fixated on being able to eat whatever I want and have that cute little shape because I want to eat what it is that I want.
Yes.
Mm-mm. So that didn't work. What about you? So now, so your surgery was, you say 2019?
Yes.
Okay. So you are at what, 4 or 5 years? 5 years now.
Hmm.
All right. And what's going on? Are you happy with your results?
No. Well, the lowest I had from my surgery was I started at 290 or 289 from the initial weigh in, and then I got down to 234. That was the lowest. And
Mm-hmm.
then, for you know it, got pregnant, and girl been up ever since. Never seen that again. But
Right.
no, I really, if they say if you have any regrets in life, that is my only regret, that I shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
have did it. But it is what it is. You move on in life. And even now, it's almost like a temporary fix. Because they say your stomach is small, but in time it will gradually, you'll be able to eat at least a cup of food or a
Mm-hmm.
little bit more. And then I don't even think I looked at the statistics. After 10 years, they say people gain their weight back that they lost.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
That's
like,
because they never changed what it was they were eating. And keep in
that's
mind, the
correct.
acid also has been offset for us. Okay. It's not like it was an even cut and the acid was just laying across the bottom and you just took part of it. No, we like literally needed that um to digest our food. All right. Can't go back and change.
No.
But oh, did I find the secret?
Yes.
And
Yes.
so,
Yes.
what we're going to do now, let me see, where are we? Yeah, we're going to share with you next week what we're doing now.
Mhm.
But how was your last week? That's one of the things. How was this last week for you?
My last week was very good. I'm working on the 2 sticks of butter and just increasing the fat. So, with that being said, that gives me plenty of energy. I ground the earth last week, got on my rebounder, and and I got on my vibration plate. So, last week was excellent. I had a really good week. Now, the scale, that didn't really change, but I know my body is healing and I'm focused on that. So, I had a good week last week.
All right. So next week we are going to really cover the healing process.
Mhm.
Because you've had surgery. You've had surgery and the inside of your body will never be the same again. So it's like you know how you buy something and you open it up and all of the pieces are like where it needs to be. You take it all out and then you try and put it all back in the box. Okay. All right. So when we were designed, God is so wonderful. When we were designed, our bodies, everything had its place. I
Mhm.
know I got some parts missing. I know that I do. Due to improper eating.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, y'all, we will have no idea how much this matters. Improper eating. I've had to have my uterus removed. I've had both in stages because I wouldn't give it all away. Uh, in 3 surgeries, I had all of my female parts removed, and then most of my stomach. What I say is my organs dangling now, because they all supposed to sit still. What they doing? Is there more pressure? I'm missing some parts here. So yeah, you just don't lift the hood and then take some pieces out and don't think ain't nothing rattling or anything like that. So I'm doing things differently now. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired of being overweight. And next week, we will come in and give you step by step on what we've been doing because 260 was my heaviest. And now, well, this morning I woke up 140. Look, I'm a little on the heavy side today. All right. So, yeah, that's what we got going. You good with that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we want to say thank you guys for joining us. We will see you guys next Wednesday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we will finish this and take you on this journey of weight removal, period. I know I will never be big again. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I have found the secret to being aging backwards. I found the fountain of youth. Yeah, that's about the best way to say it. I'm 60 years old and I get better and better every day. Bam. Until next week. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yes,
Beautiful daughter. Oh, is that you? Who?
it is.
Yeah, I know. Wait a minute. Let me, mama. Here we go. Baby, we put your thing up. Oh, bye,